Israel-Gaza Iran War News Live Update. European diplomats play out a diplomatic gambit detailing Iran's nuclear breaches. Diplomats said on Thursday that 3 European states were trying to persuade Tehran to handle the nuclear issue diplomatically rather than face the reimposition of UN sanctions by informing the UN Security Council of Iran's breaches of the nuclear deal it signed in 2015. Though it did not directly threaten to take back UN sanctions, the letter from Germany, France, and Britain did point out that the nuclear deal's authority was granted by Security Council Resolution 2231, which expires on October 18, 2025. By pointing out that in 2018, then U.S. President Donald Trump withdrew from the nuclear deal and reinstated U.S. economic sanctions on Iran, claiming they were within their rights to extend their nuclear activity, Iran rejected the European position in its own letter. Britain, France, and Germany, collectively known as the E3, have been working hard to increase pressure. This week, at the International Atomic Energy Agency, they were able to force through a resolution that was critical of Iran, even though the United States had doubts. The UN nuclear watchdog released a report last month citing Iran's nuclear advancements as a violation of the 2015 deal, particularly the country's expansion of its stockpile and production rates of highly enriched uranium. The March 3 E3 letter referenced this report. The United States, China, Russia, and the European Union all came to an agreement that restricted Iran's capacity to enrich uranium, a procedure that can produce nuclear weapon-grade fissile material. The United States, the United Nations, and the European Union all lifted sanctions against Iran as a concession. Since Iran's ally Hamas launched an assault on southern Israel on October 7, tensions between the two countries have escalated. While Tehran has sped up its nuclear program and restricted the ability of the United Nations nuclear watchdog to monitor it, other Iranian proxies have attacked targets in the United States, Israel, and other Western countries. Reuters was able to get an E3 document that stated, Iran's nuclear escalation has hollowed out the JCPOA, decreasing its non-proliferation significance. The letter was referring to the 2015 deal, which is officially known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Reuters obtained a letter from Iran's UN ambassador dated June 5, in which he stated, Iran's decision to take remedial actions was in complete compliance with its inherent right, in reaction to the United States' illegitimate unilateral departure. The goal of the E3 letter, according to Western diplomats and other people apprised of the matter, was to put further pressure on Iran within the Security Council and to delay the imposition of UN sanctions on the country until next year, when their snap-back ability expires. Take stock of Iran's nuclear developments, which have become unacceptable and are getting worse, and to raise pressure within the Security Council, the letter states, according to a source familiar with the matter. The United Nations Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, updates the Council twice yearly, in June and December, on the progress made in implementing the resolution passed in 2015. When he submits his next report on June 24, the Security Council will review it. The Thomson Reuters Corporation, with headquarters in Toronto, Canada, has controlled the Reuters news agency since its founding in 1851. More than 750 broadcasters and 1,000 newspapers across the world rely on this wire service, which is one of the biggest in the world, for international and financial news in more than 16 languages.